I find myself having these periods where I have this intense level of work and focus, but then after that, in the days following, I find it really hard to focus or really even do any work whatsoever. And I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I'm sure a lot of people experience something similar to this. Is it burnout? Is it stress? Is it anxiety? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Isolating your day and evaluating your day during the day is key because, to your point, we often just run our brains ragged hour by hour, no white space in the calendar at all until maybe at 11 when we literally shut off and then we go back at it. We never manage that energy, and over time, that energy is emotions. We can only take so much. So what you experience is increased energy, and then there is just no more. You're tapped out. Whether it's on a daily basis or over time, that is the definition of burnout. And burnout is specifically around work. So that is what we're seeing. People don't realize on an hour-by-hour basis, what are their thoughts? What are their emotions? How is their brain power and energy? And we just keep pushing through like the work warrior, right? Until at the end of the day or days later, we're done. We have no energy left. That fight or flight or freeze, we've hit pure exhaustion.
What are some strategies that we can implement in order to have more energy to manage our day where we're not having these incredible highs and lows?
Well, that's a great question. And we're sticking with energy management, but it's actually a two-part game because if your thoughts are worried, like you're in fight or flight mode, oh, my manager just called, oh, I have a project due, that increases the brain energy. You're worrying, and pedaling through it. It's a two-part answer. I write the book for micro moments. I write the book so you can pick this up and during the day, learn the skills to manage your day better. So it's a combination of right now building the habits to check in with yourself on what thought you're telling, what stories are you telling yourself, what is your emotional regulation, because that's energy. So, for example, I always start my day not by checking my phone, but that was a mental fitness exercise I had to learn. So intentionally starting my day off by saying something of gratitude or knowing what I'm looking forward to this day. Yes, today is a meeting with my friend, or yes, today is the day we have this big client presentation. We're going to knock it out of the park. Immediately, you can see the energy staying at that level of awakeness. And that's what you do in terms of managing your energy and your thoughts. Throughout the day, I call it the Workday obstacle course. Most of us don't know that we're putting our brain through an obstacle course every day, 490 minutes, without a break, without any training, nothing. So no wonder we fall flat at the end of the day. So to your point, knowing what your schedule looks like that day and adjusting it to have recovery periods and some connection and fun, some brain boosters as I describe them, will help. But also managing your thoughts as the day goes on. So this was exciting for me, our podcast. I didn't book back-to-back meetings. I took 15 minutes to get excited about it, get in the right zone, and leave all that negative stress, which I've had all day, behind so I could show up in the right way. So it's daily management.
So in some ways, one strategy is to have a buffer before and after everything from meetings to even, say, focus sessions on deep work.
Yes, be very tactical. And the first strategy is knowing what your day looks like and intentionally building it in, changing it, or noting red flags that are going to zap you. We all have those meetings or those people on our calendar that might just turn us into the red zone just because of how intense the conversation or that person. So knowing what your obstacle course looks like before you start your day is one big strategy. And changing it to allow breaks, a little break, 3-minute breaks in between meetings is part of that strategy. The second thing is to note how well you slept, because if you didn't sleep well, you're starting at a lower energy and you really have to readjust that day to make it through in your best self. And then third, I would say, after knowing what your day looks like, is putting in the beginning and the end habits. So you open your day the way you want to, meaning you're not going to just slide into work, or you're not going to digest breakfast as you digest the news these days. Those are all different bad kind of training habits. You're going to intentionally start your day the right way, and you're going to intentionally end your day the right way by turning off your computer at the end of the day, not just kind of sliding out of work, doing a transition. And also what's helpful is a gratitude practice. So not only adding little breaks in the day, but there's all kinds of strategies to really set up your Workday obstacle course to be optimal for your brain and for your personal family life or whoever else you are interacting with that day.